This AgVision program is made possible through the generous support of Syngenta Seeds NK brand. The results you need, the freedom to choose. And by Farms.com. Ag news, market prices, ag careers, and farm real estate. You'll find it all at Farms.com.
The key to managing life is perspective, and to lend us some of that is a woman who can speak to stress issues with credibility. The farm has always been part of her life, and she has wrestled with her own share of personal suffering. Elaine Froese is a certified family business coach and joins us from Brandon. Can you relate something of your personal struggles growing up on the farm?
Well, Kevin, I grew up in a cattle operation just really close to Winnipeg, and I know the long hours and the heart and soul and labor that went into that operation. And after I became married and had a child in our farming operation, I also suffered a very severe postpartum depression. So to hear a story of suicide really strikes close to home for me in the understanding mental health issues and the pain that's involved, and how the family needs to really draw together to support each other and walk alongside through that deep grief.
Is it your experience that, is it too simplistic to say that right now farm stress is all about finances?
I'm not sure that you can simplify it that easily, Kevin. I would say that it's a complex issue, and it's the resiliency factor. Dr. Nikki Gerard's research was labeled, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." And it's a hard title to cope with, but it's looking at all the factors of where your support systems are, where your family relationships are, and just, I think there's a huge amount of grief over loss. So there's financial loss, there's loss of dreams, there's loss of expectation of what's doable and what's possible, and I think it's just become a huge wall of stress that really needs to be approached in a very systematic way, and with a lot of reality and a lot of support from other people.
I want to borrow quickly a title from an article you wrote, "Stay Strong When Reality Sets In." Can you give us an idea how we do this?
Well, I again reflected back on Dr. Gerard's research, and the first one is communication, so being able to talk. And I think the woman in Quebec was surprised that at the amount of debt that really drove her husband to feel that there were no other options than suicide. So if you can talk to your family, if you can talk to your trusted advisors, if you can talk to your creditors. I also do farm debt mediation work, and I'm finding that those farmers that are proactive and approach the problem ahead of time have more options in terms of planning and dealing with that financial stress. The second thing after communication is also connection. Connection to your family, connection to your faith, connection to support services. And the third thing is to cherish community, and that's where the faith community comes in, and also paying attention to behavior changes in your family or in your neighbors as to things that they're doing that are making them more isolated rather than making them reach out and asking for help. And farmers are a really independent lot, Kevin, and they don't like to ask for help. And I use my 9/16 wrench that I carry with me when I speak, and I say, you know, you can't fix other people, you can only fix yourself. But there's a lot of support services out there that farmers really have to tie into.